Hello everyone and welcome. I am here at Oberland Station for this week's tour of one of my facilities. As you can see, we are approaching. It is rather foggy this morning, but I might have a solution for that because I actually put together my weather order.
Is this really the best place to be firing your weapon?
Okay, get closer. Ah, I'm a fool. It won't do it from this side. Here we go. And there's the mortar round. So let's lead off from back here. This is my Oberland Station. As you can see, as we approach here down the tracks, you will find a pair of turrets pointing at you. If you try and go around this side of this boxcar, you also have a pair of turrets over there and two more in the distance. And there are two more right there. The first structure you come to,
the Minutemen are back.
this is my arms dealer. Able to secure it very well at night. You've got your gun bench in case you want to build something. And of course, some of the lesser weapons he sells are right here on this wall. And the better ones are behind him where he can control it. Of course I'm not a synth. I'm the person who set you up with this fine establishment. So let's move on to our next location. You'll be going in there in a moment, but that is part of the main building. As we go along further, we come to our second railroad car, and this one is a first aid station clinic.
I can patch you up if you need it.
Run in, you need some stims.
Small fee, of course.
You need some medication, some psycho. This is his test area, so he does have a few items brought in by settlers that need to be tested. And of course he has his workstation right here to do that testing and to help make him make chems. A microscope to take a quick look at some of the resulting or some of the testing material. And of course over here he's got his shop items. He's just got a few things out for people to pick up. As he gets more in stock, he will of course put more. Obviously we left the garden area pretty much where it was. I didn't even I moved a few of the potato plants, but I didn't even really add any potatoes. I did add a couple of mud fruits. And as you can see from here, I did add a fusion generator in the lower half of the building of the original building. And on this side you can see there is a pair of turrets here, and you may not be able to see them. There they are. Two more turrets over there. So the facility is fully surrounded by the turrets. Now we'll go in on this end. This is the general trader here.
So
as you come in, you'll discover
where should we go next?
If you ain't been up to see
the
Grey
trader's
Garden,
got
you should go.
quite a few
Whole
things
place is run by robots.
available to purchase. She's one of the original settlers here. We did put our armor workbench up under here because we wanted to have a dirt floor. If you come around this side, you can see there's a lot of storage over near this side. Not really suitable for people to walk through on this side. And then over on this
Another
side,
day of hard work. It never changes.
you can enter from this side as well and use the cooking station if you wish. The water purifier is located here, so you can fill up your canteens. And as I said, I moved a few of the plants, the potato plants. I added a couple of corn and a couple of mud fruit. That way we get the materials we need. I did not remove their water pump, but I could. they have plenty of water coming from that powered water pump. Here we have a little seating area. As you come around this side of the building, you'll see the bar/restaurant. They have plenty of seating for the number of settlers who are here.
It's as simple as that.
And you'll notice that I did board up all the windows on the original tower that's here. And that's because it is a restroom. That's right, this is where everybody gets their morning business done. So now we come up to the second floor of the living structure to find everybody's beds. This is currently a wide open bay style with a few beds in here, the original 2 settlers plus the doctor were the first ones who got these beds, so that's where I put them. I may actually give a little bit of privacy on this end by making this a hallway and putting a wall on here and letting them have, you know, just little cubicle type things. You know, a doorway here, doorway here, doorway here, and a wall in between on everybody. That'll give everybody a little privacy at this end, and then perhaps I might rearrange these so that, you know, maybe we'll do away with this style bed and go to a bunk bed and have everybody in 2-man rooms on this side of the facility. So as you come out and you come up to this end, you can see that we do have a settlement beacon. I use it whenever I feel that we need a few more people on hand. But at this moment in time, I think we have just the right number. We have the doctor in the first aid slot. We've got the general store salesperson. We have the weapons salesperson. And we have 2 farmers. There is a provisioner who comes through here. And of course, I come through on a regular basis because I do try to travel on foot frequently just to see what's going on in the Commonwealth. And this is one of those spots that there is a lot of things to engage between here and downtown Boston. So I do frequently come down this way. I think that the setup is representative of a train station. Obviously, they took their time and they pulled these cars off their dollies and put them up on these stilts so that they would have something that they could use. Why reinvent the wheel? These cars were already on the tracks. The tracks were not going to do anything for them. So up they went into the air. And of course, the original building was nowhere near big enough for a settlement. However, nailing things to the building made it much more usable. Very hard to see because of the lighting, and there's a little bit of help, but you might recognize those. Those are turret stands. They are one of the things that you can build. I know they come with USO, but they may in fact be available from another source, from a DLC, and they enabled me to make it appear that the overhangs on the top floor are in fact supported right around the building. Therefore, nothing is overhanging. Because of the way the terrain here really undulates, these walls don't come all the way to the ground in some spots and are buried at others, so we added the cinder blocks. They were very forgiving to glitch in with just standard pillar glitch, and stayed put right up against the wall. No effort whatsoever to get those done. As you might see, her ashtray fell through her cabinet, and cannot reach it without moving the cabinet. I really would rather not move that cabinet, so the ashtray is going to stay there. Lightly decorated. I don't use a whole lot of signage, but there is a little bit of signage here. The string lights that I used up above the door here, very bright. In the dark hours before they quit for the night, it makes this a rather bright location. And I gave a much more professional looking light on this end of the structure. I did not want to have a bare bulb there type light, so I went with that fluorescent. And then at this end, it is just a bare bulb. Gives a great amount of light for people to see the things that they're here to pick up. You need your Radex, your Radaway, some purified water. You need some drugs. You need some dirty water, or maybe some foods. The things that are available in here, easily to be seen. And of course, stims.
You should let me take a look at you.
Everybody needs to get a stim once in a while. It's the Commonwealth. It hurts to be here sometimes. And you might notice that they're just a little bit different over here. There's not a lot of things hanging out loose. We do have
easy living.
Our friend here.
This ain't.
He is around a smaller cabinet, but still a very nice place to display his wares. And as I said, we have some of the lesser weapons that I've collected over time on these wall racks, and some of the nicer things are on these racks. Something I think a merchant would do. He'd put his best materials where he had most control over them. She is definitely just a junk collector.
Need to get back to
Everything
Diamond City one of
that
these
she
days.
finds
Biggest town I ever saw.
goes up for sale. Every time a trader comes through, she barters for this and gives away that. One of the things you'll notice is when I built this, the first piece that I put in is this staircase. The staircase matches the slope almost precisely. And if you stand square with the building and can see, well, I guess in-game that would be about a 2x4's width difference between placement. When you first come up here, this square floor piece, everything snaps to that. When I first usually start building here, the floor goes in and it gets supported by these barn pillars right here. Then I leave them for a while and then I come back, and the barn pieces actually make a fairly substantial building. There is no efficient doorway here. I attempted using the half large barn door, and they actually refused to enter the building regardless of whether I put that half barn door facing this way or pillar glitch the other one in to leave this side open. They want this whole thing open in order to use this location. However, they will, at the end of the day, come up here, and some will be sitting over here, some will be sitting over here, and occasionally they'll sit over at the other corner over here, and they actually do look like they're socializing. They tend to pair off, or somebody will stand at the bar and talk to the bartender, Why she's staring at the wall, I don't know, but it isn't really a busy time, so if that's what she wants to do when she's not busy, that's up to her. Well, it is a rather small settlement, and as it stands right now, it's probably not going to get any bigger. They have asked me to redesign these turret defenses and see if I could hire some security guards. So I will be coming back to take a look into doing that for them. Perhaps it's something that can be done. If I do get something done for them, I will of course revisit and show you all what I've done. I appreciate your time, and hey, enjoy your games.